All right, so if we look at the middle of the kidney board, we can actually see sort of a zoomed in picture, this being the whole kidney. Remember the cortex and the medulla, and then the renal pelvis, this white area. We can see that actually here on this middle board. All right, so this capital A section would be where we have the cortex. This capital B section, capital A, capital B. The capital B section would be the medulla, and then the capital C section would be the renal pelvis. And on the left side, we actually have the kidney structures, all the tubules. And then on the right, we have a cutout that's essentially all of the circulatory aspects of things coming into the kidneys. So this on the right, this glomerulus and the glomerular capsule, or Bowman's capsule, can be found here, these little kind of purplish colored dots. This is the entire capsule. And then here, what we label as number 10 is actually that same glomerulus, the internal structure of the internal capillaries. And those would be inside of this red glomerular capsule, or Bowman's capsule. Okay, so if we look here on the big kidney model, we can actually see this entire structure right in here, where it's on the cortex, where it's in the medulla. For the test, I'm going to focus on all of these various terms of the nephron here on this middle section. So the nephron is this whole structure, this whole unit. So a nephron would be like from here, from this glomerulus all the way through. That's a nephron. Okay, so let's get into some detailed structures. First of all, number 1, right here, you can kind of see the 1. So each of these little red dots, or kind of maroonish colored dots, would be a Bowman's capsule or a glomerular capsule. And these connect into the proximal convoluted tubule. So that's number 2, this area right here of number 2. As we have this green section, we first have the descending limb of the nephron loop, or the loop of Henle. That's labeled as B, so it's this green color. The loop of Henle is this whole section. Okay, here it's labeled as lowercase c, the loop of Henle, or the nephron loop. Either term is correct. And then where it's peach, we switch over here going back to the ascending limb. So the descending and then the ascending limb of the nephron loop. And then where we have number 3, as we start to squiggle back around here, this would be the distal convoluted tubule. The distal convoluted tubule will connect into the collecting duct, number 4. All right, as we're making our way down in this direction. Now on this board, if you notice, every one of these different nephrons make it into the medulla. So these are actually juxtamedullary nephrons. Okay. Then we can see the afferent and efferent arterioles, not just on this little model. We can see them here if we kind of zoom in. Afferent is labeled as number 8. Efferent is labeled as number 9. So that's a correction to your worksheet. I will actually ask about those on the right model, but just to kind of give you some clarification on the difference between the different models. And then that's basically all the parts of the kidney.